Nobody can see the face of God and live. I wonder what people saw when they saw what he showed them. Yeah, but come on, man. I mean, obviously, that's not really face to face with God, because we do see in other scriptures that no man can see God and live, right? Even God says that to him. He says that to him in Exodus 32, I think, or 33. Like, look at this. And he said, "Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live." Right? But then later on, and I think it's at the end of 34 here. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant, the Ten Commandments. Wait, where is it? Where's that line where it says about face to face? I think it's right around there, but I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it's 33:11. So it's before the thing I was showing you before. So this is what I was showing you before, right? Where it says, "Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live." But then if you see just earlier in the very same chapter, and the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. So whatever that means there, face to face, it doesn't mean that he was literally looking at God's face. That's not what it means, because we can read in this very same chapter that no man can see God's face and live. So face to face here might mean that he's seeing the kind of earthly form of God, and because even later in this chapter, or like not this chapter, in chapter 34 here, God actually comes down and kind of appears to him, right? Like look, because at the end of 33, he's asking, like, you know, can you can I see your like he says, "I beseech thee, show me thy glory." And God said, "I will make thy goodness, all my goodness pass before thee. I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee. I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live." And the Lord said, "Behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass when my glory passeth by, I will put thee in a cleft of the rock, and I will cover thee with my hand while I pass by." See? So I don't think when it says that they saw him face to face, that he was truly, literally face to face, you know? Excellent point. Children are innocent. Hitting is not usually done to hurt. It's done because of lack of communication abilities. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I was halfway to sentence about being like children, and you brought it up, erased it all. In the most holy place, God and Moses spoke face to face. Amen. Could it be the difference of seeing Jesus versus the Father? Yeah, some people say that Moses is kind of seeing the pre-incarnate Christ. We were talking about that the other day, right? Like whether the angel of the Lord is that. I really don't buy it. I think Christ became carnate when he was born, and before that he was not, or when he was conceived, or whatever you want to say, right? But he was not. I don't think he was made any appearances in the Old Testament or anything like that. I don't. But it could be. It's possible. It's possible. When you guys help you to see his glory. Amen. That's true. Moses was probably speaking to pre-incarnate. Oh yeah, you said it too. Yeah. Moses wanted to see God's full glory. Maybe God veiled his glory. Yeah, exactly. It's veiled. So yeah, it's the face-to-face idea, whatever that is. It's not literally face to face. Like when you and I speak face to face, a human being, right? We're just talking to each other, right? But we know, as we read just later in this very same chapter, that anyone who sees God's face will die. So it's not what happened. That's not what happened. It was something like that, maybe some kind of analogous thing to that. Yeah. Where is it around here? Let's read this. Let's read this chapter, okay? And the Lord said unto Moses, Depart and go up hence, thou and the people which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt, unto the land which I swear unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, Unto thy seed will I give it. This is after they built the golden calf and all that stuff, okay? And I will send an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanite, the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite, unto a land flowing with milk and honey, for I will not go up in the midst of thee, but thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way. So this is when God's saying, I will not go in the midst of you. Like that was the plan, right? He was going to go with them. And now he's saying, no, I'm not going to do it because they built the golden calf, right? But then now, and then when the people heard these evil tidings, they mourned, and no man did put on him his ornaments. But the Lord said unto Moses, Say unto the children of Israel, Ye are a stiff-necked people. I will come up into the midst of thee in a moment to consume thee. Therefore now put off thy ornaments from thee, that I may know what to do unto thee. And the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by the Mount Horeb. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that every one which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp. And it came to pass when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses until he was gone into the tabernacle. Moses went out into the tabernacle. All the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door and looked after Moses. So when he comes out of the tabernacle, then they all just come out of their tent. They're like, look, Moses is there, and they're like looking at him, And then when he goes back in, then they all go back in. And it came to pass as Moses entered into the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door. And all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. I bet you it's just Moses talking to the cloud. I bet you that's all it was. Because really all you see is that they talk to the cloud. Remember the time when Aaron and Miriam started talking smack, and then God had to give her leprosy and all that stuff? That was just the cloud. This is the cloud. So whenever they see him, they see the cloud. So when it says this thing, the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, I bet you he's just seeing the cloud. But that's what we saw here. We read here the cloud, the cloudy pillar, stand at the tabernacle door, right? So then when he's saying this, he's seeing the cloud, because unlike everybody else, they're like off in their tents, they're hiding out when the cloud comes down. But Moses, he's right there. He's right there speaking to the cloud face to face. But it's just a cloud. It's not any real face. Because this other event in chapter 34, when God actually appears before him and passes by before him, as it says, that's more real than the cloud, but it's still not face to face, because we know it's not face to face because he did say this, that thou canst not see my face. So we know he's going to show himself to Moses in some way that's more kind of intimate or more close or more sort of more revealing than what he had seen before, because he'd already seen the cloud and spoken to it face to face. But now in the same chapter, he's saying, show me thy glory. And God's like, okay, I'll show you, but you can't show you at my face because you'll die. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna pass by before you. I'm gonna cover you with my hand in the cleft of the rock. So I think this appearance in chapter 34 is more. It's more like revealing of God's look and God's nature than what he did, than what he had when he saw face to face. You know.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Studying the Bible with Mike Sampat. These other YouTubers are just so trash. Hit the thumbs up if you wanna support. Go follow Mike as he follows the Lord. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 You better watch out, Mike's calling out the shields. If you're not free grace, you need to sit down and chill. We're not hyper grace, you know we keep it real. Eternally secure, you know that we're sealed. We don't back low, we're not workspace heretics. Mike's not in it for the money, trying to get a lick. They out here selling their souls for a couple clicks. Becoming Freemasons so they can't just get rich. I'm studying the Bible in Toronto. 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 Shout out to Mike Sampat. Check out his channel, Toronto Bible Study. Subscribe and like.